Hey guys, in this video, I'll be comparing 1993 Flex Wheeler and 2018 Shawn Rhoden. Both were known for their great genetic shape and flow and sort of resemble each other's physiques. Before the video starts though, if you enjoy my content, please consider liking and subscribing as we are so close to 2,000 subscribers. Anyways, with that all being said, let's get into this video. The front double is a very strong pose for both guys as it highlights their genetically gifted structures and muscle insertions. Both have amazing V-tapers with great ab symmetry and development, huge ripped quads, and large arms. Flex does have better arms than Shawn though, as his biceps are fuller and more peaked, and he shows more separation between the triceps and biceps. Moreover, I'd have to give Flex the advantage in the quads too, as his show better, more defined cuts, but look equally as large and full as Shawn's. Shawn does have massive quads and arms, however, they don't show as much separation overall, and I think Flex beats him in the midsection too. Personally, Flex looks like an all-around better version of Shawn in this pose, so I'd have to give him the edge here. The front lat spread is just as impressive for both as the last shot. Unfortunately, the picture for Flex is from a photo shoot, as there were no clear onstage pictures to use. However, you can clearly see that both stack up very well against each other. Shawn really impresses me with his width in the lats and the clavicle, as he looks so much wider than Flex. Both have striated chests and delts and very good definition in their midsections, but I'd have to give Flex an advantage in the midsection. Quads, once again, are phenomenal as both have great insertions and sweep. However, Flex still shows more defined separation in the quads. I think Shawn is handily winning in the upper half since his lats and shoulders are just so wide. However, Flex would win in the lower half due to the cuts and separation in the quads. Personally, though, I'd have to go with Shawn as he looks very complete and conditioned overall. However, Flex could easily win this too, depending on what you prefer. Here's the side chest, and wow, both present very different packages from the side. Flex trademark cartoonish bubbly muscle bellies are on full display, as his chest, arms, and leg all look super full and round. Shawn, while not as round, has tremendous condition in the side leg and razor sharp cuts throughout his entire upper body. There is no doubt that Shawn is superior in the conditioning department, however, Flex is obviously better in terms of shape and fullness. This pose is extremely close since both have unique strengths and weaknesses. However, if I were judging this from a modern bodybuilding perspective, Shawn would definitely win. His upper body stacks up very well size-wise against Flex, and he utterly destroys Flex in the overall dry granite-like condition. I mean, look at the side leg, it's insane. Now, if you do prefer aesthetics, you'd easily go with Flex, as he is really big, full, and shapely. However, I would still go with Shawn. The rear double is a very simple pose to judge right off the bat, since Flex would easily win the upper body, as his back is way more thick than Shawn's, his biceps are peakier, and he is in better condition. Now, Shawn would win in the lower half, as he has those amazing, deeply sunken in striations in his glutes and super dry hamstrings. What he doesn't have is an amazing back. However, that didn't stop him from dethroning Phil Heath in 2018, guys, a man who arguably has the best back ever. Speaking of weaknesses, though, Flex's glutes, while conditioned relative to his other versions, are nowhere near Shawn's, and his lower body looks soft in comparison. See, guys, now it kind of gets hard since I do feel like whatever or whoever I choose will be kind of controversial. However, I'm fine being controversial, guys, so I'd have to give this one to Flex. His upper body is just miles better than Shawn's, and his glutes and hamstrings aren't completely soft. While the difference between Shawn's and Flex's lower bodies is rather large, I don't think it's as large as the upper body difference in terms of size and condition. The rear lat spread is a lot easier of a pose to award a winner in since, don't let Flex's back deceive you here. Although it is thick, it was never symmetrical. This angle of the image does do a good job at hiding the asymmetry for Flex and his lats. However, other photos show it clear as day. He does show good conditioning in the glutes and hamstrings. However, Shawn still easily takes that area. Due to Flex's back weakness, the gap is sort of closed in the upper body, since Shawn, while not nearly as well developed, is very symmetrical and conditioned. So, since Flex lacks symmetry and isn't as conditioned overall, Shawn would win this pose, as his symmetry and condition is all around better. Here's the side tricep, and unfortunately, this is what we have for flex. I don't know why he never liked hitting the post conventionally, I really don't, guys. However, this one will just have to make do. One thing I can tell you right away is that flex easily wins the tricep itself, as his is genetically better inserted and much larger than Shawn's. However, since he isn't hitting the shot to spec, I can't really, seriously judge this one for him. Moreover, Shawn would be killing him here if I did, as he looks so statuesque, aesthetic, and conditioned, with his only real weak point being the tricep itself. If he even had, let's say, Ronnie Coleman's tricep, this would be one of the best side tricep poses ever. So, although I can't seriously judge this one, if I were to do so, Shawn would objectively win. The ab and thigh is just a phenomenal shot for these two of the most aesthetic guys of all time in this pose. Both have insanely good abs, great feathered quads, and good calves. Shawn is wider and has a better V-taper though, while Flex has a more aesthetically pleasing midsection. Additionally, Flex slightly beats Shawn in the quad separation, I'd say, as you can clearly see that inner head of the quad is more defined for Flex. I'd probably give the upper half to Shawn though, since he has a better V-taper due to that width and an amazing set of abs, while Flex would win the quads. Overall, I'd give this pose to Shawn since he looks the most complete with that great wide structure. However, Flex looks amazing too. This one could honestly go either way, so really take your pick, guys. Here's the last pose, the most muscular, and wow, guys, take a look at Flex. He really comes back strong in the final shot, showcasing that cartoonish, bubbly, muscular fullness and great shape. His quads are super cut and feathered, arms are just crazy, midsection is super tiny, and his shoulders and chest are striated and full. Shawn looks good too, but come on, guys. No way he can beat Flex in this pose. His arms don't look nearly as crazy, his chest and delts aren't as full, however, he does have a great midsection and equally impressive quads. Like I said though, Flex is just so amazing here, it would be wrong to not give him this pose. Alright, so that about does it for this video. This one was extremely close, and honestly, apart from the back poses, the other shots could have really gone either way. Most poses were close calls, as they both presented extreme aesthetics, but had their own positives and negatives to bring to the table. Shawn was just super conditioned, and from a current bodybuilding standpoint, he would win this comparison. However, Flex was so full-rounded cartoonish that some may prefer him purely based on aesthetics, which I completely understand. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know who you prefer and why, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.